What if I told you there's one place in America where you can surf the Pacific, climb snowy mountains, and explore blazing deserts, all in a single day? Sounds impossible? Welcome to California, a state so wild, so extreme, so unpredictable, that almost nothing about it feels real. It's a place where a man built a castle out of garbage, where there's a lake saltier than the ocean, and where the weather can swing from snowstorms to scorching sun just miles apart. From ancient trees that defy logic, to a ghost town swallowed by water, to laws so strange you'll think we made them up. This is not your average travel guide. This is a journey into 50 of the wildest, weirdest, most unbelievable facts about California. Let's kick it off with one that sounds completely fake, but it's 100% real. Fact number 1: the town that vanished underwater. There was once a town in Northern California called Whiskey Town. Yes, that was its real name, and it had homes, stores, even a post office. But in the 1960s, the government decided to flood the entire town to build Whiskey Town Lake. Today, the town is completely underwater. But here's the crazy part: scuba divers still visit it, and on clear days, some say you can still spot building outlines beneath the surface. So yeah, California didn't just erase a town. It built a lake on top of history, and turned it into a recreation area. Fact number 2: a tree you can drive through. In Northern California, there's a living tree so wide, you can literally drive a car through it. It's called the chandelier tree, and it's been around for over 2,000 years. Instead of cutting it down, people cut a tunnel through it in the 1930s, and it's still standing today. Yes, you can take your car and cruise right through a redwood. Fact number 3: Death Valley can melt your shoes. Death Valley, California, is the hottest place on Earth. Temperatures once hit 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to cook an egg on the ground. Some visitors have literally had their rubber soles melt just by walking outside. Nature's oven? California owns it. Fact number 4: a town with no umbrellas. In the town of Blue Lake, it's considered bad luck to open an umbrella indoors or outdoors, even if it's raining. Locals say the weather changes so fast, opening an umbrella might tempt the skies. So people just don't. Only in California does superstition turn into small-town tradition. Fact number 5: the Bubblegum Alley. Want to be both grossed out and amazed? In San Luis Obispo, there's an alley where thousands of people have stuck their chewed gum on the walls, creating a colorful and disgusting art display. It's called Bubblegum Alley, and it's one of California's stickiest tourist attractions. Yes, people take selfies there. Fact number 6: earthquakes strike daily. California experiences around 100 small earthquakes every single day. Most are too tiny to feel, but the ground here is constantly moving. It's sitting right on the San Andreas Fault, and experts say a massive quake is not a matter of if, but when. Scary? Absolutely. But locals? Totally used to it. Fact number 7: a sea that's shrinking and toxic. Meet the Salton Sea, California's largest lake. But here's the twist: it was created by accident when a man-made canal broke in 1905. Today, it's shrinking fast, and the remaining water is so salty and polluted that fish can't survive long. It smells like rotten eggs, but it's still a top spot for eerie, apocalyptic photography. Fact number 8: a city where peacocks roam free. In Arcadia, California, wild peacocks roam the streets like they own the place. They scream at sunrise, block traffic, and even perch on rooftops. Locals have learned to live with their colorful, noisy neighbors, but visitors? Let's just say, peacocks don't care about your car. Fact number 9: home of the banana slug mascot. The University of California, Santa Cruz has the weirdest college mascot in the country, the banana slug. It's bright yellow, slow, and slimy. But students love it because it represents being chill, different, and proudly weird. Only in California would a slug become a legend. Fact number 10: a law about cowboy boots. In Blythe, California, there's an actual law that says you can't wear cowboy boots unless you own at least 2 cows. Is it enforced? Not really. But the law is still on the books, and locals treat it like an inside joke. Dress like a cowboy, but don't fake the lifestyle. Fact number 11: a forest that glows in the dark. In some parts of Northern California, fungi in the redwood forests actually glow at night. It's called bioluminescence, and the soft green light looks like something out of a fantasy movie. People call it foxfire, and it makes the woods feel magical, spooky, and totally unforgettable. Fact number 12: a bridge that gets painted all year. The Golden Gate Bridge never stops getting painted. Workers are constantly touching up the famous orange-red color to fight off rust from the salty ocean air. It's not repainted once a year, it's painted every single day. And yes, it takes an army of painters to keep it picture perfect. Fact number 13: a town that sings. In Carmel by the Sea, California, there are no street numbers. Locals just give their homes names like Sea Breeze or Sunset Rock, and mail gets delivered anyway. Even stranger, the town once had a law banning wearing high heels without a permit, all to protect people from tripping on uneven sidewalks. Whimsical? Absolutely. California? Definitely. Fact number 14: the mystery spot. Near Santa Cruz, there's a place where gravity seems broken. Balls roll uphill. People lean at impossible angles. And everything feels off. It's called the mystery spot, and some say it's caused by a magnetic vortex. Others, just clever illusions. Either way, your brain won't believe your eyes. Fact number 15: home to the oldest living thing on Earth. Deep in California's White Mountains lives Methuselah, a bristlecone pine tree over 4,800 years old. That means this tree was already ancient when the pyramids were being built. It's still alive, and its exact location is kept secret to protect it. Fact number 16: a river of gold underground. California isn't done with gold. Hidden rivers of liquid gold still flow deep underground from the old gold rush days, and modern miners are finding new ways to extract it. There are even stories of people panning for gold in streams and actually striking it rich. Yes, even today. Fact number 17: fire rainbows exist here. Ever seen a rainbow in fire? California skies occasionally light up with rare, colorful bands called fire rainbows, caused by sunlight hitting icy cirrus clouds at just the right angle. They look like flame-streaked auroras, and they're absolutely jaw-dropping. Fact number 18: a whole island for Alcatraz prison. Alcatraz wasn't just a prison, it was a fortress on an island, designed so no one could escape. But guess what? 5 prisoners did escape in 1962 by building a raft out of raincoats, and they were never found. To this day, no one knows if they made it out alive, or drowned in the icy waters of the bay. Fact number 19: a desert that blooms all at once. Every few years, California's desert explodes with flowers, all at once. It's called a superbloom, and it turns dry, cracked earth into a rainbow field of wildflowers stretching for miles. Tourists rush in. Bees go wild. It only lasts a few days, but it's nature's biggest surprise party. Fact number 20: a building that survived 2,000 plus quakes. California's Transamerica Pyramid in San Francisco is designed to move, on purpose. Its flexible design allows it to survive massive earthquakes, and it's ridden out over 2,000 quakes since it was built. Engineers actually study it to improve modern skyscraper design. Fact number 21: there's a volcano, and it's alive. Lassen Peak in Northern California isn't just a mountain, it's a volcano. And it last erupted in 1915, spewing lava and ash for miles. It's still considered active today, quietly steaming and bubbling underground. Yep, California doesn't just shake. It erupts too. Fact number 22: a town where frogs are celebrities. In Angels Camp, California, frogs aren't pests, they're champions. Every year, the town hosts a frog jumping contest inspired by Mark Twain's famous story. Some frogs jump over 20 feet, and winning frogs become local legends. Yes, they even have frog statues with winners' names carved into them. Only in California. Fact number 23: the lake that changes colors. Mono Lake looks like something from another planet. Its salty waters form strange rock towers called tufa, and depending on the sunlight, the lake shifts from deep blue to neon green to bright pink. Scientists say it's one of the oldest lakes in North America, and it supports life forms you won't find anywhere else. Fact number 24: earthquakes happen every day. California has over 500 active fault lines, and earthquakes happen literally every day, though most are too small to feel. But every Californian knows the big one is coming, a future megaquake that could reshape the entire coastline. Preparedness is a way of life here. And fear? No. Just another day in paradise. Fact number 25: trees you can drive through. In Northern California's redwood forests, the trees aren't just tall, they're car-sized. Some are so massive that roads are carved right through their trunks, and yes, you can drive through them. It's like cruising through a living skyscraper. Fact number 26: a town that lives underground. In the blistering Mojave Desert sits Slab City, often called the last free place in America. Some residents live in underground bunkers, others in abandoned trailers. No electricity, no water, no rules. Artists, wanderers, and rebels call it home. It's part anarchy, part art gallery, and 100% California. Fact number 27: a geyser that predicts earthquakes. Near Calistoga, there's a geyser called the Old Faithful of California, and locals believe it can predict earthquakes. When the geyser's eruptions slow down, a quake often follows within days. Scientists are still studying the link, but some residents swear by it. Fact number 28: there's a literal ghost town. Bodie was once a booming gold rush town. Now it's a perfectly preserved ghost town, frozen in time. Homes, bars, and even schoolrooms still stand, with books and bottles untouched since the 1800s. Visitors swear they hear footsteps, voices, and doors creaking open, even when no one's around. Fact number 29: a town that smells like eggs. Ever heard of Sulphur Bank Mine? The nearby area smells like rotten eggs because of all the bubbling hot springs filled with sulfur. Locals get used to it. Tourists, not so much. But it's one of California's strangest, stinkiest natural wonders. Fact number 30: a real-life gold nugget still on display. At the Ironstone Heritage Museum, you can see one of the largest gold nuggets ever found, a whopping 44-pound chunk worth millions. And it's not behind bulletproof glass. It's just sitting there, gleaming. It's a reminder that California's golden legacy isn't just history, it's still very real. Fact number 31: a beach that glows at night. Some California beaches glow in the dark, not with lights, but with bioluminescent waves. Tiny plankton flash blue when disturbed, making the ocean sparkle like it's full of stars. It's rare, unpredictable, and totally magical. Fact number 32: a town that sings when you drive through it. On a lonely stretch of road in Lancaster, California, your car tires can actually play music if you drive at the right speed. Grooves in the pavement create vibrations that play the William Tell Overture. But only at exactly 55 miles per hour. Too slow. It sounds weird. Too fast. It just squeals. California makes obeying the speed limit fun. Fact number 33: the world's largest thermometer. In the Mojave Desert, there's a 134-foot tall thermometer, and it works. It was built to commemorate the highest temperature ever recorded on Earth, 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 degrees Celsius in nearby Death Valley. When the heat rises, the whole thing lights up like a glowing tower of fire. It's like a warning from the sun itself. Fact number 34: a city with more dogs than children. In San Francisco, dogs actually outnumber children. Doggy daycare. Normal. Pet acupuncture. Yep. Pup cafes. Of course. It's the only city where you might see a poodle in a raincoat riding in a stroller, and nobody bats an eye. Fact number 35: the hotel that inspired Psycho. The Bates Motel from Hitchcock's Psycho was inspired by a real place in California. The Mission Inn in Riverside, with its eerie corridors, hidden doors, and shadowy towers, gave Hitchcock the chills. To this day, guests report strange sounds, cold spots, and even phantom hands. Fact number 36: the Hollywood sign was once an ad. The iconic Hollywood sign. It used to say Hollywoodland, a 1920s billboard promoting real estate. The letters were 40 feet tall, held up by telephone poles and dreams. Eventually, land was dropped, but the legend stayed. Today, it's more than a sign, it's a symbol of American imagination. Fact number 37: a bridge that sings. The Golden Gate Bridge can sing, and not just from the wind. When the city updated its railings for safety, it accidentally created a giant musical instrument. Now, when the wind hits just right, the bridge howls across the bay. Some call it eerie. Others say it's the bridge's ghostly voice. Fact number 38: Silicon Valley's secret bunker. Deep beneath the tech utopia of Silicon Valley lies a nuclear fallout bunker built during the Cold War, complete with blast doors, oxygen systems, and food supplies. It's hidden beneath a tech company's parking lot. Only a few insiders know the exact location, but it's real. And still stocked. Fact number 39: An island full of cats. Cat Island. Yes, California has its own. Near San Francisco Bay sits an island where feral cats outnumber people. Volunteers care for them, and tourists visit just to play with the furry residents. It's like a cat lover's paradise, with a sunset view. Fact number 40: The beach with black sand. Most beaches are golden, but Shelter Cove on California's Lost Coast is covered in jet black sand, formed by volcanic rock. When waves crash at sunset, the whole beach shimmers like obsidian. Few tourists make it out here, but those who do say it's like walking on another planet. Fact number 41: A tree older than the pyramids. In the White Mountains of California stands Methuselah, a twisted bristlecone pine tree over 4,800 years old. That means it was already ancient when the Great Pyramid of Giza was built. And its exact location, kept secret, to protect it from vandals and fame. Fact number 42: The town that banned sidewalks. In Hidden Hills, California, home to celebs like the Kardashians, there are no sidewalks. Why? To preserve a rural, private vibe. Instead of footpaths, you'll see horses trotting past mansions. It's the kind of place where luxury means silence and a dirt trail. Fact number 43: The post office that floats. Most post offices are on land. Not this one. In Avalon, Catalina Island, mail is still delivered by boat, and sometimes by swimming postmen. It's one of the few places in America where you can get your letters by sea. Fact number 44: The town that makes its own laws. The tiny town of Vernon, population under 200, is technically a city, with its own mayor, police, and utilities. Almost no one lives there, but it generates billions in business. It's the city where the government and the citizens are basically the same people. Fact number 45: A forest that's underwater. In Lake Tahoe, scuba divers can explore a sunken forest, trees still standing upright beneath crystal-clear water. They sank due to landslides thousands of years ago. It's like swimming through a forgotten world, perfectly preserved by time and ice. Fact number 46: A lake that changes colors. Mono Lake isn't just salty, it's otherworldly. Its alien towers and mineral-rich waters change shades depending on the sky blue, green, even blood red. NASA tested Mars rovers here. Some scientists say it's the closest thing to an alien planet on Earth. Fact number 47: The dunes that roar. In Death Valley, some sand dunes can sing, producing deep, low booming sounds when the sand slides. Locals call them booming dunes. Scientists still don't fully understand why. It's not wind. It's not animals. Just the earth humming. Fact number 48: A bridge built backward. The San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge is two bridges in one, and parts of it were built from opposite ends at the same time. Engineers had to hope they'd meet in the middle. Somehow they did, just half an inch off. That tiny error still haunts bridge nerds to this day. Fact number 49: The town that vanished. Drawbridge, California was once a booming town surrounded by marshes. But the water rose. The buildings tilted. People left, and never came back. Today, it's a ghost town only reachable by boat, slowly sinking into the mud. Fact number 50: The most earthquake-prone state. You knew this was coming. California sits on the San Andreas Fault, one of the most dangerous fault lines on Earth. Every day, tiny quakes rumble beneath the surface, over 10,000 a year. The big one? It hasn't hit yet. But it's coming.